right. All right, time being 6 o'clock, I'm going to call the Board of Health meeting to order. All members are present with the exception of Clay Kelly and Kevin Whalen. Would everyone please stand and join me in the Pledge of Allegiance? I pledge allegiance
to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Thank you. You may be seated. First item on our agenda this evening are announcements from the Health Department. At this time, we'll turn it over to our Health Agent, Chris Schultz.
Just a couple of quick ones. Just want to remind the public that we have flu shots available. You can sign up online. We will have COVID shortly. We ordered it. We're just waiting for the manufacturers to get them to us. So currently, you can come in for flu shots, and we're waiting on COVID. And we still have some test kits available, although the numbers are starting to dwindle. The only other update I just wanted to touch on West Nile virus and Triple E. We got the latest update from Massachusetts Department of Public Health today. There have been 161 mosquitoes tested positive for West Nile virus and 23 for Triple E. As far as Triple E, Abington still remains low. There haven't been any found in Plymouth County. West Nile virus is a moderate risk, as there have been I think 2 were found in Whitman 2 weeks ago, West Nile virus. So number of human cases, West Nile virus is only 3, and those were all Western Mass. But just remind people it's mosquito season, so please prepare accordingly and be safe at dusk. And that's it for the health department.
Are they still spraying for mosquitoes at this point, or have they stopped?
I think they've stopped. They're not doing anything here in Abington, as far as I'm aware.
Okay. Any other questions to the health department? None? All right. So we have a pretty light agenda this evening. I apologize for that. I'll get to in a minute why it's going to be so light. But the first item on our agenda are discussions on public hearing regarding the regulation restricting the sale of tobacco, all that such stuff. So I put a discussion back on here again just in case. I know I received a couple of questions from people throughout the week, and just giving them an opportunity if they wanted to be here and talk about that. Clearly, we have a packed house, so we can talk about that if we need to. A draft regulation is going to go up tomorrow when I finally stick the paragraph in that thing and send it to our health agent. So that should happen tomorrow. That'll go up. There's no time requirements that are required by law to be there, so when those get up, they'll get up. But we'll try to give ample time, make sure anybody that wants to review them can. Health Department, I believe, is going to notify tobacco retailers. I think we agreed on that at the last meeting, so they're going to make sure a copy of those go out as well. A notice will go out. I need to speak with Abington News, and I think we're going to talk to what's the word I'm looking for, newspaper as well, get those out, try and get that as widespread as possible so that anybody that wants to attend may do so. So that's just kind of the structure of what's going on in the background there to make this happen and make it work. Does anybody have any questions? Or
before you send that out, what was the date we had decided on?
It's 2 weeks from today, so what's that, the
18th.
Yeah, the
thank you.
16th. Sorry, I have it literally right here. Yep, you're right.
16th, thank you.
Should have just looked at my notes and not asked the question. We're good. We're good.
That's
We're on
fine.
top of it. In case anyone else missed the last meeting, it's October 16th.
Yes, October 16th, 6 o'clock. Kind of tie it into the rest of our meeting, but I mean, this is the main thing we're talking about right now. Nothing else has come up. If something does, we'll plan accordingly.
Okay.
Anything else? See, very, very light, very easy. We're on track record to finish on time. Okay, so that was quick. Next thing is vote to approve the minutes of 9/11. As everyone see, there's no minutes here because we already did that, and I had a typo on this. So next meeting, we will approve the correct minutes for September 18th as well as October 2nd.
Great.
So my apologies for that. Public comment. Public, do you have anything to comment?
No.
Okay. Correspondence, Health Department or the board have any correspondence to share?
I kind of shared this during announcements, but it slipped my mind. So every year, Abington, as part of the South Shore Recycling Co-op, we participate in the Recycling Dividend Program. It's a grant done by the state, and you get certain points for your recycling or reuse efforts. And I'm happy to announce that the Abington Health Department was awarded $9,000 for the FY24 grant. So.
Nice.
Is that on par with what we usually get?
Yep, same as we got last year.
Okay.
Yeah. Once we're able to open our swap shop and do a few other things, we might get more money next year. And that's what the money goes to. It's, there's very specific things that we have to spend that money on. The $9,000 that we just got will probably go to turning the compost pile this year, which is a $10,000 project that needs to be done this year, so.
Okay.
That's all.
And are there any other projects that we're looking to try and increase the points that we get on that? I know we're maxed out in a lot of categories, but.
Yeah, one of the things that we were possibly looking at using grant money to do a pilot program on home, basically countertop composting at home. If we can get some grant funds to cover the initial purchase, then that's something we'll try and roll out. The largest,
I know like Boston has offered that, like as part of their curbside. Are there other like Plymouth County towns or municipalities that offer that we could compare to, or?
there's a few, and there's the curbside. What we're looking at is something a little different. It's
Yeah.
individual in the household. But apparently the largest part of our solid waste is food waste. So that's going to be our next thing to tackle.
Okay.
I haven't told Eddie yet that that's going to be his job for the next year.
All right. Any other correspondence to share?
Not
No.
really, no.
And I shared my piece about the public hearing, so we're good there. All right, so, wow, 6 minutes. Still not the shortest.
That's another question. Go on.
All right, so with that being the end of our agenda, do I have a motion to adjourn?
I'll make a motion to adjourn.
Motion to adjourn by Katie. Do I have a second?
Second.
Second from Amanda. All in favor? Aye.
Aye.
Opposed? We are adjourned.